See how easy it is to create a stage plot and channel list for free, easily and neatly in a PDF with everything detailed at ridermaker.com. First we will register to be able to save the project in an editable way. So let's go to the little man up here. Click there. We click on register and it lets us choose whether we want to register with Google or create a new account with an email. Once we have started the session, we give the project the name we want. And now we come to the left side where we have all the options. And we start dragging what we want our stage plot to have onto the stage. In this case, we'll first add a drum kit. We'll click and hold it and drag it onto the stage. And here we can modify the size, if we want it to be bigger, if we want it to be smaller. And I like to put people in it, so we're going to go down here where it says people and here we have several musicians. We're going to put a drummer to play the drums. And we're going to put a guitar here to accompany. And also a bass player. So there we'll add everything. Pedal boards for the guitarist, a direct box for the bass, monitors, a singer, everything necessary. Here, since I like the size of this monitor, if I add another monitor, it will be added with the original size, smaller. So to avoid that, what we can do is duplicate the one we already have with this option that has two little squares. And there it duplicates itself exactly the same size. So now we can adjust it, and with these tools we can turn it to one side or the other. And there we have the stage plot assembled. And to this we can add a lot of things like lights, things that are going to be on stage, and more details. In this case I have put numbers next to each monitor that represent the send output from which each musician will be listening to the mix. We can find this here in others. Down here we have up to 32 numbers to put on stage. Once we have everything configured the way we want it, we'll go up to this option with a list icon. And here we'll be able to enter all the channels according to how we want to connect them to the mixer. And once we have assigned the input channels, we can leave one channel blank and put the monitor sends on the next one. If you already have everything assigned and you are not going to use more channels, you can delete the extra ones with this X icon. And below in this box we can make various notes such as gear details, requirements, schedules, and contact information. And when we have everything distributed as we want in the channel list and the details, we click save so that the editable version is saved. In this case it is asking me to overwrite because I already have one saved and we downloaded it as a PDF. And once downloaded it looks like this. We have the graph with the stage plot. Here below we have the channels that we assigned with the monitor mix outputs and the details. But if you want to have organized inputs and outputs and more features, there are pro licenses where you can choose the type of microphone, whether it needs phantom power, and you can also select the outputs separately. So when you export it, it will be much more organized. You have the input channels with the microphones you're going to use, and down here you have the outputs you're going to use for the send mixes.